My lovely scrumptious buttercup. PEPE is up 5,700x. I have the PEPE chart here. I've used Metcalfe's law, a basic approximation on it, just as a guess to play around. I wanted to guess where the price would land if I could predict how many users it would grab. I love doing this because it worked on Bitcoin, Ethereum. I did it on Cardano. I did it on Doge. I did it on Hex. I did it on Shiba Inu. It worked. Very amazing. Now, I'm going to go through just quickly for you. Metcalfe's law is a description of networks. So ML, Metcalfe's law, it says if you have a number of people in a network and then it multiplies, the value that you get or the price increase should be how many people you got squared. So this means if you, simply put, if you 10x the number of users in your community, you will get 100x the price increase. Just to reiterate, Metcalfe's law is a description of how networks are valued by us humans. It's not a prediction. You don't know how many people you're going to have in the future. That's the hard part. That's the investing part. That's the speculation. That's being a baby doll pumpkin pie. That's the difficult part. That's what we want to guess. Okay, is my protocol going to grow from 1 million people to 2 million? Right? That's going at 2x in users. That's a 4x price increase. Do I have 200,000 people? For example, Hex community, we got 200,000 stakers. Can we go to 1 million? That'll be 5x the user base, which is 25x the price increase. So 25x by 5 cents gives you $1.25. But remember, the magic is you gotta be accurate where the trend is for the user base growth. If you don't know that, you get nowhere. I did it on PEPE and it worked. Let's go through my tweet. Look at this, baby dolls. Metcalfe's law. So I just, rough calculation, I had a prediction on it. And I looked at it. And what I did was I just grabbed the early holder base because I went and I checked it when it came out. And I made a little box in the picture. So it had about 1,000 people at one point. And then from that point, it grew to 63,000 people. So remember what I said. Whatever the number of the user base is, to get the price value increase, you square it. And this explains why crypto prices move parabolic. That's why we keep going to the moon and we need to use a log chart because everything's a network. And I have a lot more videos and explanations of this why. You can go watch my other YouTube videos. Welcome, welcome. And you can keep following me on Twitter. Look at this. When I did this, I can zoom in. The ROI was 4,000x. So 63 by 63 is about 4,000. So that's what I did. I said, okay, well, the numbers of the people, how much they went up, it should give me about a 4,000x from that point. Surprise, surprise. I went and I checked here from the box to now. It's 5,700x. Exactly where it is now. Now, it's not exact, right? You got to remember, this is just amazing itself. Like, the point is, it's beautiful that this works. It's not, okay, it's not telling you, hey, I got 63 times the user base. I'm only going to get a 63x, which would mean it stops here or something. It shows you the parabola. Look at that big difference in that price. You can see that. So instead of, this is your parabola, instead of stopping here, right? The parabola is actually stopping up here. Wow. You exit here, but everybody else is on the moon here. That might be the future of crypto if you exit too early on your 2x. So the Metcalfe's law was about a 4,000x. I think that's great. I love seeing this work. We want to see this because not everyone understands this yet. Everybody's still thinking in terms of cash flow and valuations. No one really gets it. It's beautiful to see this work. I did this on SHIB, many other coins. They worked up. All right. So it's nice to see. So what can you gain from this? Once again, please don't hate PEPE. Don't buy PEPE. I hope it goes to the moon even more, but if you run this scenario 100 times, when you buy a coin that just gets listed on all the mainstream YouTube influencers and it's all over Twitter And people are now talking about it. It's too late. Too late. It doesn't mean everyone is nefarious. It just means you have hit maximum exposure. You have hit everyone in the world who would have bought. It's now gone through their eyes. It's like if you have a plate. Let's say you had a cocktail party. You got those little finger food. How much is going to be left on the plate by the end? Well, you don't know. You've got to put that plate in front of everyone's mouths. You've got to walk by everybody to grab the little meat pie and the little arancini balls. Because I know you guys love balls out there. Once you've passed through everybody, then you can see, oh, wow, everybody was really hungry. There's like 2 balls left. The same thing with crypto. How much is going to be on the shelf, which is the Uniswap liquidity? How much is going to be left on the shelf out there? We don't know, but you can use an intelligent guess and think, okay, if this was closer to being done, you'll probably hear it everywhere, because it then means everyone who was considering buying PEPE and taking it off the Uniswap shelf, the liquidity pool, and putting it in their wallet to speculate, it's probably run through everybody already. It might seem a bit complicated to everybody. I can explain this as many times as you want, because I'm an outsider like you. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. It's fantastic to see this working. So what does this mean for our future? Well, you can go check. His PEPE, it's got 63,000 holders now. So there's no formula to tell you where it's going next. Where it's going next depends on the next 60,000 people. That's what it depends on. Are there going to be another 60,000 people that join, which will double the holders and give us another 4x from here? Is there? Or is it going to slow down dramatically and you're going to see people leave, etc., etc.? This is what you don't know. This is the game. This is the game of crypto. The wonderful thing is, government's going to keep printing money. The doors are open, double-digit growth, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all our favorite crypto. We're exiting the bear market in hope and disbelief. More people are onboarding. We're making new applications. It's coming. This is fantastic to see. Metcalfe's law. What do you actually gather from this? My final message for you, friends, is now, this is not a magic formula to tell you where something's going. The hard part, the difficult part, is figuring out how many people you're going to get. How many people? So the real thing you should be considered about is when you buy a coin, you must know this. If you don't know this, you're doomed to fail. You must know how many people own your coin with you. If you don't know that, you're gambling. You're actually gambling at this point. Not speculating. You're in the doo-doo zone. Because you got to be very aware how many people are in your network, so you can temper your expectations. Did you know? Have you heard of a little coin called Bitcoin? Bitcoin has about, I think, 40 million unique users. I haven't got the real number. 40 million. So if you owned Bitcoin, you got to know in your mind. You go, okay, well, if I told you 40 million people were going to join the Bitcoin network and buy it, what would roughly Metcalfe's law be putting me at? That would be double the user base. It would be 4x the price. It would be about 4 times 30,000 is about $120,000. There's your rough price. It's not $1 million. It's $120,000. What about Ethereum, Doge, SHIB, everything? It doesn't matter what it is. You can use other websites. The Hex community has fantastic websites. We actually know every single person, every single unique address. It's absolutely beautiful. Many centralized exchanges hide the number of users. You got to know a lot of them off by heart. If you don't know these off by heart, you're going to fail. You have no idea what you're doing. But you're here to follow me. I can tell you some shortcuts. I know that Doge has about 4.8 million people. I know SHIB's got about 1.3 million holders on Ethereum Scan. You got to know these numbers. For the coins you own, you must know them. I know Chainlink has about 650,000 people holding on the addresses as an ERC20. I know Binance has hundreds of thousands of users there, for example. You must know these. You must. If you don't know these, you got no idea where you're going to land. No idea. There is a real big difference. If you add 100,000 people to Doge, you ain't doing anything. They've already got 4.8 million people holding it. 100,000 people does nothing. If you add 100,000 people to SHIB, it still does nothing. It's got 1.3 million holders. If you add 100,000 people to Hex, now you're cooking with gas. Hex has about 200,000 people holding. 100,000 people, you're like, wow, that's 50% of its user base growth. User base growth. You know, you might do half that, 0.5 squared, however it is, you work it out. You get a nice bump there. But then you might say, what if I could predict the future and I knew PEPE was going to get another 100,000 people? Well, PEPE's now got 63,000 people. So that's why you could, if you knew 100,000 people coming in, you do 100,000 divided by 63,000. You would increase your user base by 1.5. You just got to square it. You get about another 2.5x. That's why we diminish returns over time. You ever wondered why? It's because you're starting with each iteration of each cycle. You're starting with a new block of people and the most number you've ever had. That's why. Bitcoin used to have 1,000 people in the network. Then it went 10,000, 100,000, million. Now it's up to 40 million. You know Ethereum's ICO? It was only 10,000 people. Now there are about 13 million unique people that use Ethereum. It's got 450,000 daily active users. It all started from 10,000. But now you're not surprised. Ethereum did a 4,500x from its ICO in the first wave. From 31 cents to 1,400. It's up a bit more than that. It's up like 5,000x now. But now you know why. It started with 10,000 people. Now you've got 10 million plus unique people using it. 450,000 daily active users. You got to be aware of this. I've got this information here for you. This is, you got to understand, meme coin, don't worry about the sector. So that's why I'm telling you, pay attention to meme coins, because meme coins can grab communities, and that's all that matters in crypto. All that matters is having more people. So there are coins out there you're going to see. They might try to do supply chains. They might try to do different industry, the music industry. They're going to try, these are all bull market narratives, by the way. They're going to try target weird niche sectors. They're going to try grab certain sectors of the economy that there's just not that many people. They're all bull market speculation, degen stuff. This is the core thing. This is, you need more people coming in. Memes attract people. We laugh, we cry, we understand it. Very easy, very simple. I mean, we love emojis. I speak to you in emojis. You already know me. I am a peanut brain. Very aware of this. Here's my little peanut. This is me. Literally my brain right here. That's very naughty. I put size 40 font. There you go. So here's my little peanut brain. You see this information here? This conveys more information to you than all these business solution, IT, fake crypto, fake decentralization that no one cares about. You can't rally around that, but you can rally around this cute little peanut. You can. So I hope this makes sense to you, friends. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Tell mum and dad that you love them. Can't wait till next time.